Hi guys, how's it going? I figured doing something like this, like a video podcast kind of thing, would be more helpful sometimes in talking to everybody, especially people that aren't students where I don't get to see all the time. With basketball going on for me, it's I can't find like after school, it just doesn't work a lot of the times for finding times to talk to everybody. So I figured we're gonna try this out and see how well it works. I think it'll be an easy way for people to kind of get access to information they would want to know or that I have to share to everybody. Especially with this week being kind of the been waiting for a while with our first competition finally coming up on this Saturday as far as Bone Lake is concerned. So I'm going to talk about that stuff along with some other things during this kind of video cast. And I hope everybody, if somebody hasn't watched it on the team or if you know somebody that would want to watch it, especially like a parent that might be interested in coming along with us for the trip, by all means, share with them the link for the video so they can watch it as well. Okay, item number one, I just got a list here of all the stuff I want to talk about. So item number one is going to be grades and how we represent the club. So this is a really new club and it's not going to go away. We got a really strong following already, you guys, and which is fantastic. But as far as grades go and how we represent ourselves for the club, we need to make sure that we understand that this is a privilege to be a member of the fishing team, and it's not just a given kind of thing that is just kind of handed to you. So I don't want anybody to think that they're entitled to be on the team, because I'm just going to be frank, that's not the case. You get to earn your spot and come hang out with us and go fishing and things. Now, more minor things are things like just getting caught up on grades. I'm going to give people a pass this time for our very first competition ever in club history, basically, for this weekend at Bone Lake. If you have shaky grades, don't worry about it for Bone Lake, but just be aware our next competition is going to be coming up mid-January, towards the end of January. So what I'm going to be looking for in the expectation is that you guys have your grades all caught up and ready to go by that date, which means the question you might have is, what can my grades be? How does that work? Well, the grades that the expectation is that you have at least a C something in every class. So that means a C minus will be just dandy. But what that means is I'm going to look at the semester grades, the semester final grades. So with our competition coming after the end of first semester, I'm going to be looking at all of the grades for all of you guys for the first semester, at the end of first semester. And it's a really big deal. Like term grades are kind of ebb and flow. They can go up and down and things like that. But the semester grade is the most important because you can't go back to fix your semester grade. So I'm going to be looking at semester grades and make sure you have C somethings in all of your classes, not just a couple, all of them. If you fail a class, that's going to lead to more serious discussions between me and you, whoever that would be. But it's certainly something you have to earn, you guys. So don't think that it's some entitled thing that you can just show up to. I really want you guys to work for it. And for a lot of you, my hope going into it was this would be something you would look forward to doing at school and kind of work towards something. Sometimes you kind of might get lost and you're like, man, what am I doing all this stuff for? I want this to be something you are maybe doing this for if you have nothing else. So if you get good grades for the entirety of the fishing club season, which is about 2.5 months, and even leading into spring, which we'll probably do this year because it's looking pretty well so far, I think we'll do that. So the fishing season for the fishing team can end up being 3-4 months for you if you really work hard and do it. But this competition, I'm going to give you guys a pass if your grades are questionable, but make sure you finish the semester strong and get at least C somethings in all of the classes. It's going to be a tough love kind of thing where I just can't let you guys go. So make sure you don't put yourself in that situation and make sure you guys get the grades that you can get. Everybody on the team, all the members, I think you guys can all get adequate grades for sure. see some things. You don't need to get straight A's, straight B's, get straight C's, and you will be just fine as far as the fishing club is concerned. Okay, and then how we represent the club I have written here. So just make sure and be aware that your actions may have consequences if you decide to do something foolish in public. And let's say, you get, I don't know, you spit on somebody in the hallway or something like that. You walk by somebody and trip somebody on purpose. It might be your buddy, who knows? But just be aware that stuff might come back to bite you a little bit, because like if it carries on and it's become some serious thing, then I'm just going to have to take action about it, you guys. We can't have, people walking around doing that kind of stuff, representing the club. And this year, more than any year in future, this is the most important year. This is our first year. So really be cognizant, and even be more than just the person that doesn't do that. Be a person that prevents that kind of thing from happening anywhere, really, especially as school is concerned. So just be aware that, it's not some entitled thing. Make sure you earn your way here. You gotta be a respectful citizen and a human being to be out and about, kind of hanging out with us on the ice and stuff like that. Next order of business is competition ready money and staff, I have written down. So talking about Bone Lake getting more serious this weekend. Saturday, the bus leaves at 6 a.m. Be there or be square. We're not going to wait for you guys. And doing basketball stuff for 2 years, I've been in situations where we have to wait for people. And it's a little embarrassing when you get there late. I mean, if you're 1 or 2 minutes late, no big deal. But there was a situation where we had to wait for a girl, because I do the girls basketball team, JV. We had to wait 10 minutes for somebody, and that can really turn over some stomachs and some people, especially me, especially if we would show up late. So it's just not going to happen. 5 minutes we'll wait if not everybody's there. But after that, you got to let me know at least ahead of time if you're going to be late. If you know you're going to be late, remind message me. You guys all have my remind message, or some other way to contact me. Email me, remind message, any of those things. I will look immediately. They pop up on my phone. So make sure you guys let me know of that sort of thing. We leave at 6. Competition starts at 8. This is our first time doing this, so I don't know all the ins and outs of everything, to be honest with you. But we're going to get there, and I need to know your teams so today is Wednesday when we're recording this. So I need to know your teams by tomorrow, Thursday, the end of tomorrow, Thursday, because I need to let the person organizing it know how many people are going to be there, or at least the number of teams that we're going to be there. So talk to everybody, like I said in the remind message a couple days ago. Talk to people and figure out a team of maximum 4 for this competition, and it costs $25. So what that means is, if you know you're not one of the people that sold at least 30 tickets, the purple tickets, if you didn't sell 30, you need to pay for your entry fees. It's $25 a team. So let's say you are with a team of 4. It's you and 3 other people. Let's say those 3 other people sold at least 30 tickets, so they don't need to pay for their entry fees, but you do. So take 25 divided by 4, and that's the amount of money you'll bring me. Bring your cash ready to go, and I guess it could be whatever kind of, it could be a very small check, I suppose, but bring your money the day that we leave on the bus. So just bring it so we don't have to worry about any other IOU kind of finagly things later. So just bring whatever sum of money that is with you when we leave the day of for Bone Lake. As far as staff goes, so how it's going to work for each competition, we'll hopefully have some people coming to help, which we do for Bone Lake. We have some adult supervision to help you guys out, because here's how I see it. So to give you kind of my view on things, let's say it's just me and all 22 of the people that signed up for the fishing team out on the ice. That's totally great and fine, and I want everybody to be there. But if a group wants to branch off, I can't let you branch off. You got to be at least within a shouting distance if you're going to be around somebody and be supervised. Because let's say so-and-so branches off and they're totally unsupervised, then maybe something really serious happens to them, slip and fall. You never know what can happen. And then they need not so much like a penalty on myself, but holy cow, these people need help. Like somebody got hurt. Well, then they got to get a hold of me, and then I got to get over there. So it just can't happen. And I'm not going to let anybody be unsupervised during the competitions. So let's say it's just me going along. Then we would have just me, everybody would be within kind of our own little community out on the ice. And people can be here and there, but not a far distance away, within shouting distance. Like I say, I got to be able to hear you if you yell for help. So the more help we have, and that can be parents, community members, whoever, it could be staff members here at the school. I'm trying to rope a bunch of people in to have a good time. And it's really not a serious commitment if you want to be kind of a grown-up coming along to supervise. You just got to be able to be with some of the students on the team and just be able to supervise them, help them out, talk to them, shoot the breeze. It's just a good time. So the more help we have, the more opportunities people have to branch out and do some more creative fishing type things. Otherwise, we're just going to kind of scout ahead of time and find a basic place and maybe kind of just like a molecule, just kind of shift and move in directions throughout the day. People start getting them over there, we'll kind of flow over there as a community. But otherwise, we kind of have to stick together as a big, giant community instead of a couple separate entities. If your parents come along, if you're a student, your parents come along, that's totally fine, especially if you plan on getting some of your materials there. If you want to bring a sled, if you want to bring a ATV, Ranger, whatever you got to do, you can definitely bring anything. But just make sure you got a way to get it there, because we just can't get it there. The things we're going to have on Saturday, so Saturday we're going to have a bus, so we can put some stuff on the bus, and that could be, we could fit fold-up shacks on the bus. We could fit basically everything except for big sled pullover shacks, and then obviously ATVs and all that junk. We just can't fit that stuff on the bus. We do have an enclosed trailer, but we're not going to sacrifice space for ATVs and stuff in the enclosed trailer. If you've seen it, it's not super big. It might be like a 5x8 trailer. It can fit one of those things, but then we won't be able to fit a whole lot of other stuff in there either. So, and we're going to have a pile of things if we got to haul everybody's stuff there. So if you are going to bring that stuff, you got to bring it on your own time. Remind, I have listed here. So remind message, make sure everybody, if you don't have your notifications on for Remind, go into Remind and turn on the notifications, because this is basically going to be the primary way we communicate while I have basketball stuff going on, which is the duration of the fishing season. This is going to be our primary source of communication, which I think would be just fine. But everybody's got to be able to see this video, okay? So make sure people got their Remind messages turned on, push notifications in settings, turn them on. Make sure people are at least being aware that these videos are going to happen periodically. So spread the word, share the videos if you would like to for anybody. It doesn't matter. I don't care if they're not even affiliated with the team. They can watch my videos and watch me ramble on about fish and stuff if they want to. Totally fine with me. And then the last thing I got written here is emergency contact info. So something we didn't have set up ahead of time, and I should have done my due diligence and set this up, I just didn't plan for it enough, is for emergency contact type of stuff. So we're going to fill out emergency contact sheets the day of or after school on Friday if you come. And quick reminder, after school on Friday, we have a home basketball game, which means I am free to set up stuff until 5 o'clock-ish, quarter after 5. So I can help you guys put things into the trailer, the enclosed trailer. We'll put all of your stuff in the enclosed trailer. That'll be fine. But come early on Saturday if you want to put more things in the enclosed trailer if you're not going to be there Friday. And emergency contact stuff, I'm just going to bring a big old binder, hand you sheets, and then make sure you fill out your emergency contacts. So parents, guardians, whoever, first, second lines of people that I need to contact. Let's say so-and-so slips and falls in the ice, well, I got to be able to let somebody know that this person might be hurt. And I'm always going to drive separate. So we'll have somebody else riding the bus for sure, because in case of an emergency and we need to, let's say Kyle Cam falls and breaks his leg. Well, we got to take Kyle to some kind of medical facility and reset that leg, and we'll get a stent on it until we get there. But holy cow, we're going to at least be able to meet somebody at the landing and have somebody pick us up somewhere. So that's just where I'm coming from as kind of the head supervising person. So we need to keep everybody safe. Whether the fish are biting, it's one thing, but keeping people safe should be a top priority every single day of every single week. So other than that, thanks for watching. It was kind of a long video this time. Sorry about that. They'll be a lot shorter in coming videos, but make sure Friday you are here for Friday after school until about 5, quarter after 5. You can be here bringing your own things ready to go for Saturday. Make sure you show up on time Saturday. 6 a.m. we are heading out. Make sure you show up on time, and make sure you have some emergency contact stuff. If you don't know anybody's phone number, make sure you write it down, because I really don't feel comfortable with you leaving without an emergency contact, because that would be a little frightening if you got hurt and you couldn't contact who you're supposed to contact. So, and then just make sure you're keeping those grades up. Keep on going. We got 2.5 weeks of the semester left, you guys. Plenty of time to dig out of any holes you might be in, and certainly come find me. Science teacher, obviously. Look behind me, giant periodic table, and there's a fish tank behind there too. So if you need help with science, which is a particularly hard subject, chemistry perhaps, physics, AP, bio, whatever, make sure you come talk to me. I can help you with any of that stuff, and I can help you with math too, all right? So I think that's all I got. So thanks for watching. It's a long video, I apologize, but this is all the nitty-gritty nuts and bolts. Share this video with anybody who wants to watch it. Be ready for Saturday. Keep fishing.